So I decided to make a follow-up video to my review of Death End Request. God, I can't talk tonight. And also a follow-up to my Doki Doki Literature Club video because, yeah, I was going to be talking about how and why my Game of the Year 2019 is Death End Request. The reason why Death End Request is such a phenomenal game is that it's able to figure out a way to be genre savvy, and not just genre savvy, but genre savvy in real time. Like, even with incredibly genre savvy games like, you know, the Yakuza series, you still have to go walk around, find the location, and then play the mini games that make the game genre savvy. But with Death End Request, it's a weird mix between turn-based RPGs and a visual novel mechanic, and the way they do this is almost seamless, excepting a few errors. And what's impressive about it isn't just the story, isn't just the soundtrack, isn't even the fact that you can change from a turn-based RPG to a shooter or to a puzzle game or a slot machine. It's that every single part of it comes from the pre-established lore and fandom within the actual company of Compile Heart, because Compile Heart knows how to please the fan base, because the fan base is what's really impressive to me, because they know full well that people were getting tired of the monotony of, you know, turn-based RPGs, but they also realized that people were starting to really revolt against the Muso-style games of Tamsoft. And so the geniuses at Compile Heart came up with the idea of placating both sides. And while I've already covered as to why the grimdark story was impressive, or the multiple world layers and multiple storytelling layers that go into it, one of the things I really want to focus on with this statement is pretty simple. And that very aspect is this: Death End Request knew exactly how to basically appeal to both sides without sacrificing its integrity, and they do this so well. And it definitely helps that they have so many years of experience of working with their fans and listening to what their fans want, which is, you know, pretty damn impressive. And I'll give them credit where credit is due. I am legitimately impressed, and I still consider this Game of the Year 2019, albeit Devil May Cry 5 is a pretty close second. I would like to really thank them for this creation, and when they made an announcement about one of their games surpassing our expectations by 1,000%, never in my mind did I ever imagine I would get Death End Request. So I am glad, because that game definitely surpassed my expectations 1,000%. Thank you all for watching. Now, like the video if you haven't already, subscribe if you are new, click the bell, and select all to be notified more of my content. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. You know, same name. Steam at the same name, and PSN at Dead4346. With that, I'm a head out.